dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior.
Indiana Tech wasn't just where I got my bachelor's degree. It was where I met my wife and formed a network that helped me get an internship that turned into my first job after graduation. It was an easy decision when choosing where to get my master's degree too. The flexibility of online classes allowed me to go back to school while still building my career. And the professors were always there to make sure I was successful. If someone asks me, why Indiana Tech? I'll say, why not?
Want to know what it means to be a warrior? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and walk a mile in a warrior's shoes.
I already had an associate degree, but I always knew I wanted to earn my bachelor's. Indiana Tech made it possible, even while I was juggling life and working a full-time job. The flexibility of online classes was great, and the professors were always there to help. The connections I made along the way still influence and inspire me in my everyday work. I'd tell anyone thinking about college to enroll in Indiana Tech today. It's one of the best decisions I made, and I'll be going back to earn my master's too.
Tech goes by many names. Business, fine art, forensic science. Some think it's just technical. But really, tech means everything. Scholarships, internships, championships. It's professors who make time for you one-on-one. It's putting everything on the line. It can be fierce. It can be fascinating. It can be awesome. Most important, it's believing in yourself and what you have to offer the world. Because at Indiana Tech, warriors are prepared to lead a significant life.
Well, there's quite a few things I think that I enjoyed about the program. I love learning. To me, it's just like a lifelong journey. Definitely, I enjoyed interacting with the faculty and staff. I am so happy and thankful to be at Indiana Tech and go through the Global Leadership Program. I would definitely do it again. Definitely made me a better person.
Getting a degree is about timing and what's important to you. I'd found a role I was excited about, but I knew in order to set myself apart, I needed to further my education. For me, life was already happening. I was married with 2 kids. I had a manager who had gone to Indiana Tech and had great things to say about it. The flexibility of online classes was great, and the instructors were really supportive. Indiana Tech was everything I needed it to be, right when I needed it.
What's Indiana Tech all about? It's about getting involved and one-on-one interaction. It's about knowing you can afford it and that it will be worth everything in the end. It's about turning your passions into your purpose. And most of all, it's about being a part of it. What are you waiting for? Go for it.
The online class portion of this PhD was extremely enticing because I do work full-time, I teach on the side of that, and I have a family. So the idea of having online courses where you can go at your own pace really does help a full-time professional. So when it's a situation like that, you want to make sure you're at the right place. And I'm really fortunate that I definitely feel like I made the right decision.
what's possible at Indiana Tech? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior.
So some of the factors I think that went into deciding to pursue a PhD was, number one, I think the opportunity to really pursue my academic endeavors, and then also the focus on global leadership. I know that through this PhD program that I'm going to have all kinds of new opportunities that I didn't have open to me previously, and would highly encourage anyone considering a PhD program to look at Indiana Tech.
Through my research, I learned there are a lot of leadership programs, but they didn't capture what it takes. And then I realized Indiana Tech was the only program back then that has crafted this pathway for the new generation of global leaders. You come where there's no path and you leave a trail. And that is how I look at my journey here at Tech, and that's what I hope to pursue.
What's Indiana Tech all about? It's about making connections and finding opportunities that lead you to unexpected places. It's about knowing we can afford it and that the payoff in your future will be priceless. It's about doing what you like to figure out what you love. And most of all, it's about being a part of it. So enjoy it, all of it. Go for it.
As a former high school dropout, I am not a typical MBA graduate. To me, getting a master's degree is about learning how to learn and do research, and that's exactly what Indiana Tech did for me. As an adult, going back to school, there were a lot of things to factor in. I have a family, I was working 60 hours a week, so finding time to squeeze in an education was a challenge. The flexibility of online classes made it possible, and the staff was amazing too. I'd tell anyone looking to further their education to look into Indiana Tech.
What's Indiana Tech all about? It's about getting involved and one-on-one interaction. It's about knowing you can afford it and that it will be worth everything in the end. It's about finding opportunities that lead to unexpected places and finding yourself along the way. It's about making connections and finding new ways to make them stronger. It's about turning your passions into your purpose. And most of all, it's about being a part of it. What are you waiting for? Go for it.
Here at Indiana Tech, we call ourselves Warriors. Everybody knows that Warriors fight. They fight for their dreams, they fight for their goals, and they fight alongside fellow Warriors. When something gets in your way, you don't stop, but you keep going. Warriors help fellow Warriors, regardless of experience or prior accolades. Warriors are strong enough to know when they need help, and strong enough to know that every setback is only a set up to win in life, on the job, in the classroom, and anywhere else. Through every cut, bump, bruise, a Warrior overcomes every obstacle to achieve their goal, to win the war. So my fellow Warriors, as you strive for greatness, as you kick down every door and overcome every obstacle to reach your mountaintop, remember you are and always will be a Warrior.
Welcome in, everybody, to the Schaefer Center for Game 1 of our Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference doubleheader. Game 1 pits the Indiana Tech Warriors, currently ranked number 24 in the country. Indiana Tech with a 14-4 overall record, 11-1 in the WAC. Head coach Jessie Biggs in her 14th season here with the squad. Coach Biggs is your reigning coach of the year in the WAC. She's won that honor 8 of the last 9 seasons, as Indiana Tech has won 7 of the last 8 regular season championships and 5 out of the last 7 tournament championships. They will be hosting the Northwestern Ohio Racers. UNOH enjoying a 12-6 overall record. They are 6-6 in the WAC. Head coach Matt Vavro in his 4th season with the team. The Racers still looking for the program's first ever regular season or tournament WAC championship. And they are coming off a 70-54 loss against Rochester Christian. The same Rochester Christian that handed Indiana Tech its only conference loss, 54-53. That was at Rochester back on December the 6th. For the Racers in that game, leading them in scoring, as she has all season long, Alyssa Lawson. She played all 40 minutes and had 13 points. Lawson does rank number 1 in the WAC, averaging 23.2 points per game. Last year, she was first team all-conference. She actually opened up the season, folks, with 46 points. And that was against Great Lakes Christian. So Alyssa Lawson picking up right where she left off after that wonderful junior year for Lawson. And leading the team in rebounding was Lori Huffman with 14 rebounds. Now Lawson has led the team in scoring in every single game this season. Lawson has led the team in rebounding in every single game outside of 2. That was back on December the 13th against Defiance College and December 17th against Aquinas, where it was Sanaya Gray leading the team with 13 rebounds and 6 rebounds respectively. So you can tell with Lawson and Huffman, they do have a dynamic duo. Huffman does have 3 double-doubles on the season and ranks number 1 in the WAC, averaging 12.2 rebounds per game. Well, on the other side of the court, we do have Jaden Gawley. Last year as a freshman, made the all-newcomer team. Gawley ranks number 5 in the WAC, averaging 10.3 rebounds per game. But she does rank number 1 in the conference, shooting 59% from the field. Wow. Jaden Gawley last year, in her true freshman season, shot 70% from the field on 81 of 116 attempts. So another great season here for Jaden Gawley, only a freshman, And folks, she does have a broken left hand. She's got a soft cast on that hand. So you'll notice in the big 54-47 win this past Saturday at Aquinas, Jaden Gawley not listed in the box score. Another super sophomore, Ryan Moore. She ranks number 2 in the conference, shooting 55% from the field. Ryan averages 13.9 points per game, which is second best for the Warriors. Leading the team in scoring is Taylor Covington. 18 points per game, that's fourth best in the WAC. She also ranks number 4 with 77 assists on the season. Taylor Covington, your reigning WAC Player of the Year, where she is a 3-time first-team all-conference performer and a reigning All-American for head coach Jesse Biggs. Going to be a good one here. Indiana Tech currently tied for first place in the WAC with Rochester Christian. At this point right now, Rochester would hold the tiebreaker via head-to-head. UNOH currently in 6th place with that 6-6 conference record, 12-6 overall. And UNOH playing without J.C. Allen, who last year as a junior was first-team all-conference, made the all-defensive team, and was the newcomer of the year in the WAC. We send it down to Jim Shovlin, our public address announcer.
At this time, we ask that you please rise, gentlemen, remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. Now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First for the visitors on the scoreboard, University of Northwestern Ohio Racers. Starting in guard at 5'7", junior number 3, Liv Thompson. Starting in guard at 5'7", freshman number 4, Brooke Asher. Starting in guard at 5'8", senior number 10, Lee Lawson. Starting at forward at 5'11", freshman number 11, Sanaya Gray. And starting at forward is 6'1", freshman number 40, Lori Huffman. The Racers are coached by Matt Vavro, assistant coach Tom Libman. The University of Northwestern Ohio Racers. And now it's time to meet the starting lineup for your Indiana Tech Warriors. Starting at guard, a 5'10" sophomore from Warren, Michigan, 0, Ryan Moore. Starting at guard, a 5'6" junior from Albion, Indiana, number 2, Madison Weiss. Starting at guard, a 5'7" senior from Dublin, Ohio, number 3, Taylor Covington. Starting at guard, a 5'6" junior from Mahomet, Illinois, number 11, Durbin Thomas. And starting at forward, a 5'11" sophomore from Ashland, Kentucky, number 21, Jaden Gully. Your Indiana Tech Warriors are coached by Jesse Biggs, Associate Head Coach Kylene Biggs, Assistant Coaches at DeBray, Aaliyah Dade, and Lauren Tate.
So there we have it, folks. Starting lineups are all set. Ryan Moore, Madison Weiss, Taylor Covington, Durbin Thomas, and Jaden Gawley for your Warriors. And looking at UNOH, they got 3 freshmen in the starting lineup. Liv Thompson, Brooke Asher, Alicia Lawson, Gray, and Lori Huffman, only a freshman. That's Durbin Thomas handling the rock for the Warriors. Durbin, who ranks number 1 in the WAC, shooting 49% from beyond the arc. That's Taylor Covington. Beautiful pass as it's blocked from behind by Shania Gray. Gray showing some great defense early on in this one, as Jaden Gawley going to have her hands full in this game right here. Madison Weiss nearly comes up with the steal. Nice crossover by Thompson. That's number 4, Brooke Asher, and a beautiful find as UNOH goes up 2-0.
Lee Lawson.
Alicia Lawson with the bucket here to start it off for the Racers. That's Ryan Moore down on the block. So the pass goes over to Covington here on the near wing, working off the pick. Out of the corner, Weiss 3-ball, just a bit short. Coming up with the rebound was Lawson. Was Gray. Shania Gray, a freshman guard at 5'11". Lengthy and athletic is number 11 down there on the floor. Long 3-ball on its way. Just wide right as it right rimmed out. Now Ryan Moore, good ball fake, is going to be fouled. Foul's going to go against Gray. That'll be her first and the team's first.
Foul on 11, Shania Gray, her first.
Looking at Ryan Moore, she's a 66% free throw shooter, hitting 57 of 86. Entering today's game, once again, averaging 13.9 points per game. Moore last year played for Concordia University out of Ann Arbor, the Cardinal, as they discontinued athletics entering the 25-26 season. Ryan last year was on the all-newcomer team, as she will hit the second one to get the Warriors on the board down 2-1. Thomas with pressure on the backcourt, but Moore once again made the all-newcomer team and then transferred to St. Francis after Concordia, over to Indiana Tech after Concordia closed its doors. Gray, look at that separation right there. Good pick. That was Huffman. And a good job by Jaden Gawley boxing her out on that rebound attempt. Covington now 2 minutes into this game. Weiss, one of the top 3-point shooters here for the Warriors. Durbin Thomas is number 1 as that shot. Mid-range jumper just a little bit long. And Thomas, I believe she came down on the defender's ankle. Gray. Looks like she had rolled it just a bit, but Thomas is out there as a Warrior, working it off. Weiss with the inbounds pass. Covington from deep. 3 feet beyond the 3-point line, and it's good. A good sign when Taylor Covington hits her first 3-pointer taken in this game. Working off the pick. That was Thompson. And that shot's off the mark by Brooke Asher. Asher, once again, a freshman. She's the team's second leading scorer, averaging 14.2 points per game. Weiss looking for the reverse, was double teamed. Durbin Thomas left all alone. That high arcing 3-ball offensive board by Jaden Gawley. That's what she's known for in her game, is the offensive rebounds. She's been one of the best in the country ever since she began her collegiate career. Good ball fake by Ryan Moore, but the baby jumper is no good. Gray with another rebound. Certainly filling up the stat sheet here is Shania Gray. Working off the pick by Hoffman. 18-foot jumpers, no good. Hoffman with the offensive board and putback
Lori Huffman.
That's Lori Huffman. Averages 7.6 points per game. She's got 3 double-doubles on the steal. The Warriors turn it over here to Asher. Gray down low with the right-handed shot. You could tell the athleticism there and the long strides from Gray. Going to be an offensive foul called against Huffman.
There's a foul on 40, Lori Huffman, her first, team second of the quarter.
So for Huffman, that's her first and the team's second.
Number 13, Jacqueline Cruz, checks into the Warrior lineup.
Covington over the timeline with the defense on Covington is Thompson. Out of the corner, nice catch by Vice. The catch and shoot no good. That was Lawson with the rebound. Lawson and Gray have similar frames, very long and athletic players. Remember, Lawson was first team all-conference a year ago. Baseline jumper by Huffman. And while the freshman hits her first 2 buckets of the game, she is a 43% shooter from the field. The freshman Lori Huffman, expect her to be on that all-newcomer team this year for the Racers. I could see Gray on that list as well, just from watching 4.5 minutes of the Racers play. Covington on the near wing. Gawley with the pick. Huffman stays with the defense on Gawley. That shot a little bit too long. Huffman with another board. Asher over the timeline with the left-hand dribble. Has Huffman with the pick. Goes the other way. Now Gray. Has Lawson out of the corner. Baseline dribble drive. And contested by Gawley. Looks like that was supposed to be a pass. It was nearly stolen. We got a media timeout here at 4:56. UNOH up 6-4. We'll be right back after this quick break.
0, Ryan Moore, number 4, Gabby Ridge.
Getting a degree is about timing and what's important to you. For me, it was after I was married with 2 kids. It was a busy time, but the flexibility of online classes at Indiana Tech worked for my life. Indiana Tech was everything I needed it to be, right when I needed it.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a Warrior.
I got my bachelor's degree at Indiana Tech. It was an easy choice when choosing where to get my master's degree too. The flexibility of online classes allowed me to go back to school while still building my career, and the professors were always there to make sure I was successful.
And welcome back, everybody, to the Schaefer Center. We'll take one more look at it because it was a good play. This is the freshman with the defense here. Beautiful pass to Gawley. And that was Gray with the block. So it's going to be fun to watch the battle between Huffman, Gray, Moore, as Moore comes up with a steal and saves it into the game here for Indiana Tech. We have Jacqueline Cruz with the steal right there was Avery Collins. Gabby Ritchie, a three-point shooter, also into the game here with Moore and Taylor Covington. 9 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Covington has a pick either which direction, goes with Ryan Moore. Gray with the defense. That was, Lawson, as Covington nails it right in the face. Tied up at 6-6 here, coming out of the media timeout. Ball on the turf, picked up by Asher over to Gray. Jacqueline Cruz going to be called with the block. Coming up with the body. Goes against number 13. That'll be her first and the team's first.
Team's first of the quarter.
Pretty clean first quarter here. Just 3 total fouls. Thompson's inbound pass. And UNOH, they do not go very deep on the roster. Usually about 6 players per game as Cruz comes up with the rebound. Starter still on the floor here for UNOH. Good pickup there with the defense by Asher. Cruz. She throws up the circus shot. Nice rebound by Avery Collins. Jacqueline Cruz, known for the dribble drive. She is strong to the cup, everybody. As that pass intended for Cruz just got away. Not sure if it was deflected after it left Covington's hand. Jaden Gully, Durbin Thomas, Madison Vice set to check back in here for the Warriors. They make up the starters with Covington and Moore. Nice behind the back and the bucket by Olivia Thompson. Thompson, a junior at 5'7", averaging 12.5 points per game. Moore pulls up, 10-foot jumper. That one wanted to fall. And folks, we do have the Indiana Tech Pep Band in attendance. They always make for a great atmosphere here at the Schaefer Center. Collins, and the left-handed scoop shot is good by Brooke Asher. 4-point advantage now for the Racers. Racers entering today, losing 2 straight, and that's another block by Gray, her second of the game. Thompson's going to go back to the point guard, Brooke Asher. It's again Gray, Asher, and Huffman, all freshmen. Very nice recruiting class as Gray is going to be fouled. Second foul here on Jacqueline Cruz. Gray will head to the bucket looking for the and one. Shania Gray on the season, a 68% free throw shooter, hitting 19 of 28. Cruz, Ritchie, and Covington out of the game. Avery Collins, the only reserve currently on the floor. And that foul goes against UNOH. I thought they signaled a foul for Huffman. Beautiful take by Jaden Gawley.
From Avery Collins.
Avery Collins with the assist there. You just see the athleticism and the quicks there by Jaden Gawley. Once again, playing with the broken left hand. Just has it taped up. No need for the soft cast. Lawson's 3-ball. Too strong. Collins bringing it over the timeline. Working it over to Vice on the far wing. Madison saw a lane there for a second before she was triple teamed. Foul's going to go against Brooke Asher. That'll be her first and the team's third. So 3 fouls for UNOH. Only 2 for the Warriors. It's Collins to inbound it. Finds Gawley. Huffman's got the defense on Jaden. It's a man-to-man defense being played here by UNOH all game. Vice steps into the wing and hits the triple. Beautiful job by Madison Vice getting the separation and finding the pocket there for the open 3-point look. And she's going to knock it down. Vice, a 29% 3-point shooter entering today, hitting 25 of 85. As Vice picks up the loose ball there as it gets away from Lawson. Indiana Tech as a team averaging 72.4 points per game. The Racers average 74.7. Collins pass deflected there by Lawson. As Asher brings it up. A lot of steals, a lot of blocks. Good defense being played by UNOH early on. See if they can take this 1-point lead into the second quarter. As Lawson's going to be fouled and will head to the free throw line to shoot a pair.
Foul on number 2, Madison Vice.
Madison Vice called with the foul. That'll be her first and the team's third.
At the line for the Racers, number 10, Lee Lawson, shooting 2.
Alicia Lawson, an 82% free throw shooter, hitting 92 of 112, entering today's game. As the first one is no good. So Gully comes out with it, still just a 1-point advantage after the 2 misses. Very uncharacteristic for the star senior Lawson. And that ball was tipped to the backcourt. Durbin Thomas was getting instruction from head coach Jesse Biggs. Nearly had it knocked away from her. Elbow jumper left wide open. Jaden Gully hits it from the field. Now 1 second left. Lawson cannot get it off. So huge bucket there by Jaden Gully to give Indiana Tech the 1-point lead heading into the second quarter. Folks, my name is Jeff Mahoney. We got Matt Jackson on camera. Stick with us, everybody. You're watching Indiana Tech women's basketball powered by Summit City Sports.
The online class portion of this PhD was extremely enticing because I do work full-time, I teach on the side of that, and I have a family. I definitely feel like I made the right decision.
Want to know what it means to be a warrior? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and walk a mile in a warrior's shoes.
I already had an associate degree, but I always knew I wanted to earn my bachelor's. Indiana Tech made it possible, even while working a full-time job. The online classes were great. I'd tell anyone thinking about college to enroll in Indiana Tech today.
Welcome back, everybody, as we are set to start the second quarter here. Indiana Tech up 13-12. And how about Jaden Gully? They left her open. She said, I'll take this one, and gets the 2 points. Jaden Gully entering today, averaging 9.7 points per game. Once again, she leads the WAC, shooting 59% from the field. But still a good first quarter there for UNOH, sticking with the first place team in the conference, as Lawson just blows by the defender to give UNOH back the lead at 14-13. Covington was able to wiggle free from her defender, just misses on the mid-range jumper as Asher brings it up the floor for the Racers. Brooke Asher is from Liberty Township, Ohio. A new player on the floor is Kayla Larimore, 5'9" freshman. Asher is tied up, and they're going to call a jump ball. Great defense being played there by Durbin Thomas. Possession arrow in favor of Indiana Tech. So nearly 1 minute into the second. Indiana Tech looking to get this lead back from a very good UNOH team. Covington on the near wing working off the pick. Beautiful pass to Durbin Thomas, who drains it. Durbin Thomas just seems to get stronger and stronger from beyond the arc. Once again, a 49% three-point shooter on the season. That's her 24th three-pointer made. Madison Weiss picks up her second foul of the game. Avery Collins going to check in for Weiss. Avery Collins putting some good minutes in there in the first quarter. Collins is a sophomore from Blissfield, Michigan, goes 5'5". Nice defense by Moore, all alone. The three-pointer is good by Larimore, the freshman. Larimore entering today, averaging 2.6 points per game while shooting 20% from beyond the arc. Folks, that's her sixth three-pointer made this season. Lawson catches the outlet, steps into position and drains it just outside the elbow. Lawson certainly came to the Schaefer Center to put on a show for the Warrior faithful. Thomas gives it up to Moore. Great job there. As you can see Durbin Thomas and Jaden Gully kind of building that wall for Durbin Thomas to hit the bunny. pulls Indiana Tech to within 1. Beautiful block by Jaden Gawley. Going the other way, Thomas has Ryan Moore looking for the reverse lane, and I don't know how she threaded the needle right there. Got it right between Huffman and Larimore. Foul's going to go against Brooke Asher. That's her second and the team's first. Checking into the game is Ava Smith for Ryan Moore. Ava's another one of the players whose minutes just keep going up and up. She's been doing a great job every single time she's given the opportunity for the Warriors. Good job by Huffman with the defense on Gawley. As that shot by Covington off the mark. Boy, Larimore's come in and is filling up the stat sheet. One of 4 freshmen already getting minutes in this game. And look at the defense by Avery Collins, forcing the backcourt violation. So the Warriors turn over the Racers. 6:57 to play in the second. Thomas being guarded by Lawson. Gawley working off that pick by Thomas. Avery Collins working off the far wing. Now it's Taylor Covington. Had that ball swiped away by Brooke Asher when she went up for the jumper. We are tied up here. Possession arrow in favor of UNOH.
Number 4, Gabby Ritchie checks back in the Indiana Tech.
So Gabby Ritchie going to check in for Taylor Covington. Her squad down by 1, 19-18. UNOH has pretty much led the entire game, but it was Tech taking a 1-point lead into the second. Oh, wow. That was Lawson picking up the loose ball. Out of the corner, 3 ball is good for Liv Thompson. Largest lead of the game here for UNOH at 22-18. Smith over to Collins. Gawley was looking for somebody to get open. Put the ball on the floor, then gave it up. Ritchie, deep 3. That one was just tailing off to the right. Off the heel, no good. Thompson has Huffman. Goes the opposite way. Well, they're giving Huffman that 3-pointer. She's 2 of 24 from beyond the arc on the season.
Traveling, Warrior ball.
So travel going to be called against Brooke
Ryan Moore
Asher as Ryan Moore and Taylor Covington checking back into this game. Jaden Gawley is getting her hand looked at by the athletic trainer for the Warriors. Smith gets it over to Ritchie. Now Moore on the far wing. Moore's working against Gray, who's been known to be a great defender down there on the block. Covington, that pass was just a little bit to her left. Took it out of her shooting. Durbin Thomas, her second 3-ball of this game. How about Durbin Thomas? And a layup missed there by Asher. I don't know if she was surprised that she was left that open on the dribble drive. Did not take any contact there in the lane. Ava Smith. As Ritchie off the floor now. Covington working off the pick by Moore. That's the separation she needed. That shot is just a little bit short as it hit front rim. And that they're going to say that's last touch there by UNOH. So it'll be Warriors with the inbound pass when we come back from this media timeout. Indiana Tech down by 1 against UNOH.
Getting a degree is about timing and what's important to you. For me, it was after I was married with 2 kids. It was a busy time, but the flexibility of online classes at Indiana Tech worked for my life. Indiana Tech was everything I needed it to be, right when I needed it.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior.
I got my bachelor's degree at Indiana Tech. It was an easy choice when choosing where to get my master's degree too. The flexibility of online classes allowed me to go back to school while still building my career, and the professors were always there to make sure I was successful.
Welcome back to the Schaefer Center, everybody. We're UNOH, currently in 6th place in conference, has a lead by 1, and that's Durbin Thomas hitting her second 3-ball of this game. Folks, she has just been fantastic this season from three-point land. She'll be shooting over 50% probably after this game for the season. Once again, she is number 1 in the conference in three-point percentage. Nice pass to Smith. Offensive board. That was Durbin Thomas. And Gabby Ritchie drains it. Gabby Ritchie, the team's 4th leading scorer, averaging 7 points per game. Has the second most three-pointers attempted on the team at 105, shooting 31%. Good defense there by Ritchie. Possession will stay with the Racers, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Liv Thompson working off that pick. They got Larimore, and an offensive charge is going to be called on number 23. Great job by Ryan Moore getting her feet set straight up down there on the block, just outside the arc.
Team's second of the quarter.
It was close. But once again, a great job by Moore. As Larimore picks up her first foul, it's the team's second. Ritchie out of the corner, 3-ball, looking for back-to-back threes. Moore battling after that rebound. They're going to say that was last touch by Gray. Good job by Ryan Moore sticking with it. It'll be Ritchie to inbound the ball, 20 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Covington. I'll tell you, Liv Thompson has done a good job defending Covington today. Gabby Ritchie, baseline dribble drive, nearly got pushed through. Gets it back here for the 3. And Ryan Moore trying to keep it alive, tracked down by Gray. That's Brooke Asher. Asher wearing the hot pink sneakers. Gray's got some purple sneaks on. Go back out to Asher. Left-handed take, and the scoop shot is good. The circus shot by Asher falls. Boy, she is tough going to the cup. Indiana Tech fans are screaming for the travel. Top of the key, 3. It's good by Taylor Covington. Warriors up by 3 now, 27-24 after the big tray. Covington entering today, hitting 43 of 139 three-pointers, shooting 31%. Asher has her pass stolen by Ritchie. Warriors have numbers, and blocking foul going to go against Lawson. Lawson, the leading scorer in the WAC.
Her first, team's third. 21, Jaden Gully.
For Lawson, that's her first and the team's third. Durbin Thomas and Smith taking a breather. Jaden Gully back in along with Avery Collins. First one off the heel for Moore. Folks, we do have live stats for you for today's game. Currently, Indiana Tech on a 10-2 run here in the last 4 minutes and 12 seconds. UNOH in this game so far, 8 turnovers, just 4 for Indiana Tech. Covington working off the pick by Golly. They get it back up to Taylor, last year named All-American in the NAIA. Huffman playing good defense there on Jaden Golly. Huffman, as a freshman, goes 6'1". As you can see, she's a very athletic big. And how about Ryan Moore with the putback? Outstanding play there by Moore as UNOH head coach Matt Vavro is going to call a 30-second timeout. Well, folks, that'll give us plenty of time to check out this bucket by Ryan Moore. Always active when they don't have the ball in their hands are the sophomore dynamic duo of Jaden Golly and Ryan Moore. Moore right there getting the rebound right over Gray. It's been a good battle to see Moore and Golly go up against the freshman, Shania Gray. How about Durbin Thomas in this one? Well, we'll start right here with this big block. So we'll show it to you here on the near wing. Thomas sets up. You just cannot leave number 11 open. Durbin Thomas in this game, 2 of 3 from beyond the arc. Indiana Tech as a team shooting 6 of 17. That's good for 35%. UNOH has hit 2 of 4 3-pointers. Indiana Tech with their largest lead of the game at 6. Golly with another rebound. Jaden Golly now sitting with 4 rebounds. As Richie's 3-ball halfway down and pops out, she couldn't believe it. That's Huffman with a board. Huffman now game high, 6 rebounds. And Gray has 5. Shania Gray entering today, averaging 6.9 rebounds. That's second best for the Racers. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Lawson step back out of the corner, no good. Long rebound there for Richie. Lawson now 3 of 6 from the field, sitting with 6 points. 3 of 7 from the field. UNOH scoreless in the last 2.5 minutes. Currently a 6-0 run here for Indiana Tech. We have a 3-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Covington waiting until the 1 and gets it off glass. The Racers are going to have to hurry. They cannot get the shot off. So great job by Taylor Covington and the Warriors as Indiana Tech will take a 32-24 lead into the break. And we're going to take a 12-minute break up here in the booth. Then we will be back with you to go over some of the halftime stats and some of the highlights here from the Schaefer Center, where the Warriors now up by 8.
All right, welcome to halftime. On behalf of OS.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a Warrior.
Indiana Tech wasn't just where I got my bachelor's degree. It was where I met my wife and formed a network that helped me get an internship that turned into my first job after graduation. It was an easy decision when choosing where to get my master's degree too. The flexibility of online classes allowed me to go back to school while still building my career. and the professors were always there to make sure I was successful. If someone asks me, why Indiana Tech? I'll say, why not?
Want to know what it means to be a warrior? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and walk a mile in a warrior's shoes.
I already had an associate degree, but I always knew I wanted to earn my bachelor's. Indiana Tech made it possible, even while I was juggling life and working a full-time job. The flexibility of online classes was great, and the professors were always there to help. The connections I made along the way still influence and inspire me in my everyday work. I'd tell anyone thinking about college to enroll in Indiana Tech today. It's one of the best decisions I made, and I'll be going back to earn my master's too.
Tech goes by many names. Business, fine art, forensic science. Some think it's just technical. But really, tech means everything. Scholarships, internships, championships. It's professors who make time for you one-on-one. It's putting everything on the line. It can be fierce. It can be fascinating. It can be awesome. Most important, it's believing in yourself and what you have to offer the world. Because at Indiana Tech, warriors are prepared to lead a significant life.
Well, there's quite a few things I think that I enjoyed about the program. I love learning. To me, it's just like a lifelong journey. Definitely, I enjoyed interacting with the faculty and staff. I am so happy and thankful to be at Indiana Tech and go through the Global Leadership Program. I would definitely do it again. Definitely made me a better person.
Getting a degree is about timing and what's important to you. I'd found a role I was excited about, but I knew in order to set myself apart, I needed to further my education. For me, life was already happening. I was married with 2 kids. I had a manager who had gone to Indiana Tech and had great things to say about it. The flexibility of online classes was great, and the instructors were really supportive. Indiana Tech was everything I needed it to be, right when I needed it.
What's Indiana Tech all about? It's about getting involved and one-on-one interaction. It's about knowing you can afford it and that it will be worth everything in the end. It's about turning your passions into your purpose. And most of all, it's about being a part of it. What are you waiting for? Go for it.
The online class portion of this PhD was extremely enticing because I do work full-time, I teach on the side of that, and I have a family. So the idea of having online courses where you can go at your own pace really does help a full-time professional. So when it's a situation like that, you want to make sure you're at the right place. And I'm really fortunate that I definitely feel like I made the right decision.
Want to know what's possible at Indiana Tech? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior.
So some of the factors I think that went into deciding to pursue a PhD was, number one, I think the opportunity to really pursue my academic endeavors, and then also the focus on global leadership. I know that through this PhD program that I'm going to have all kinds of new opportunities that I didn't have open to me previously, and would highly encourage anyone considering a PhD program to look at Indiana Tech.
Through my research, I learned there are a lot of leadership programs, but they didn't capture what it takes. And then I realized Indiana Tech was the only program back then that has crafted this pathway for the new generation of global leaders. You come where there's no path and you leave a trail. And that is how I look at my journey here at Tech, and that's what I hope to pursue.
What's Indiana Tech all about? It's about making connections and finding opportunities that lead you to unexpected places. It's about knowing we can afford it and that the payoff in your future will be priceless. It's about doing what you like to figure out what you love. And most of all, it's about being a part of it. So enjoy it, all of it. Go for it.
As a former high school dropout, I am not a typical MBA graduate. To me, getting a master's degree is about learning how to learn and do research, and that's exactly what Indiana Tech did for me. As an adult, going back to school, there were a lot of things to factor in. I have a family, I was working 60 hours a week, so finding time to squeeze in an education was a challenge. The flexibility of online classes made it possible, and the staff was amazing too. I'd tell anyone looking to further their education to look into Indiana Tech.
What's Indiana Tech all about? It's about getting involved and one-on-one interaction. It's about knowing you can afford it and that it will be worth everything in the end. It's about finding opportunities that lead to unexpected places and finding yourself along the way. It's about making connections and finding new ways to make them stronger. It's about turning your passions into your purpose. And most of all, it's about being a part of it. What are you waiting for? Go for it.
Here at Indiana Tech, we call ourselves warriors. Everybody knows that warriors fight. They fight for their dreams, they fight for their goals, and they fight alongside fellow warriors. When something gets in your way, you don't stop, but you keep going. Warriors help fellow warriors, regardless of experience or prior accolades. Warriors are strong enough to know when they need help, and strong enough to know that every setback is only a set-up to win in life, on the job, in the classroom, and anywhere else. Through every cut, bump, bruise, a warrior overcomes every obstacle to achieve their goal, to win the war. So, my fellow warriors, as you strive for greatness, as you kick down every door and overcome every obstacle to reach your mountaintop, remember you are and always will be a warrior.
Welcome back, everybody. Here at the break, the Warriors up 32-24 over UNOH. Leading scorer in this game is Taylor Covington with 10 points. Taylor going 2 for 7 from beyond the arc. She also has 1 assist. Ryan Moore with 6 points. Madison Weiss with 3. Durbin Thomas with 6. Durbin 2 of 3 from beyond the arc. 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Jaden Gully with 4 points. She's got a team high 4 rebounds as well, and 2 blocks. Gabby Ritchie with 3 points. Looking at UNOH, the Racers getting 5 points from Thompson, 4 from Asher, 6 from Lawson, 2 from Gray. Huffman has 4 points, and Larimore with 3 points. UNOH shooting 48% from the field, 50% from beyond the arc. Indiana Tech at 38% from the field and 33% from three-point land. Looking at some of the key plays in this game, this pass right here is something special from Taylor Covington. There on the dribble, throws it between 2 defenders and just beyond the outstretched hand of Lawson. She knew exactly where to place that ball as Thomas just ran to it and drains her first three-pointer of the game. Another big play here on the defensive end. We talked about Jaden Gawley. She's got 2 blocks in this game. She and Gray both with 2 blocks. Gawley right there with the great defense. And now we're going to check out Jaden with the elbow jumper. Jaden's left all alone here by the UNOH defense. She decides to take the shot and drains it. As we get... There we are. We've timed this one up for you. That's Taylor Covington with the strong take there right before halftime. A beautiful shot from Taylor, as she's known to do. She's usually got the ball in her hands as the clock is whittling down. And one more time. Here's the Jaden Gawley elbow jumper. Watch right here. Both defenders leave her wide open. And I'm telling you, a lot of Indiana Tech fans have been saying, Jaden should shoot that ball a little bit more. As you can see, she's pretty darn good. Once again, Jaden last year as a freshman hitting 81 of 116 field goal attempts, a 70% shooter from the field during her freshman season. And the Warriors start the scoring right away, extending the lead to 10 points. That's Madison Weiss. Weiss last year playing for Siena Heights. Siena Heights, they're going to close their doors after this season. But folks, they are expecting an influx of teams into the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference. I was told that by previous SID Joel Kinty here, as holding is going to be called on Gray. They're expecting a bunch of NC2A Division III teams to join the NAIA. And you know what? I just heard that again as I was talking with one of my NC2A Division III athletic director friends who just came back from the convention a week ago. So we'll talk about the WAC. Wow, did you see that hop step? Good job by Liv Thompson right there. She now has 5 points. We'll talk more about that, how we could reconstruct the WAC, maybe make it a little bit more enjoyable. Got to have two divisions, have to have home and aways to decide the division. Then you could bring the two division champions together for a conference champion in a tournament-type atmosphere. It would be fun. Jaden Gawley throws it up with the right hand, and that ball just right through the hands of Lawson as Gray picks it up. Just an 8-point advantage. Thompson is now 3 of 4 in her last field goal attempts. Gray being guarded by Ryan Moore. Moore, who made the all-freshman team a year ago for CUAA, Concordia Ann Arbor. And turning that ball over is going to be Thompson. And I can see Gray being on that list this year as well. They got some good freshmen over here for the Racers. One of the top race car motor diesel mechanic schools in the country, something like that. As that shot goes wide left by Moore. Coming out with it is Brooke Asher, the point guard here for UNOH. Thing about UNOH, though, they only have like 5 majors to choose from. I know accounting's one of those. Charging going to be called. A buddy of mine, Josh Kreiner, was the volleyball coach there at UNOH before taking the job at Lindsey Wilson.
Offensive foul on the Racers, number 4, Brooke Asher, her third.
So the foul goes against Asher. That's her third. But also UNOH, very affordable school, as is Indiana Tech as well. That's Durbin Thomas with the crossover to Moore. Bounce pass, and Lawson just got a hand in there. Keeping it alive was Gawley for Indiana Tech. Moore. As Durbin Thomas is able to work her way free. Look at that ball faking. Her pass is stolen away by Lawson, looking to go coast to coast with it. Too strong off glass. Rebounded by Thomas. 3 new players about to check in here for the Warriors. The first 3 reserves. Moore inside the arc, looking for some motion. Looking for some spacing. Thomas tightly guarded there by Lawson. 3 ball on its way by Weiss. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Madison Weiss. So now that's a 19-4 run here for Indiana Tech as we go all the way back to about the 6:50 mark in the second quarter.
Number 23, Avery Collins, check into the Warrior lineup.
Moore, Thomas, Covington checking out. Collins, Ritchie, Cruz back in for Indiana Tech. Weiss and Gawley are the starters on the floor for the Warriors. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Cruz's pass tried to thread the needle there, but there was a double team on Gabby Ritchie as Lawson comes out with the steal. Lawson likes the right hand here for the Racers. As Huffman gets it over. Gray, 3. That one side rim's no good. Collins coming out with it. Tight defense being played there by Brooke Asher on Avery Collins. Looking like a zone defense now here for UNOH. Staying up top is Asher. Cruz working against Gray. Jacqueline Cruz likes that dribble drive, but going to be tough one against Gray, the freshman. The bunny no good there by Jaden Gawley. Here on the near wing. Lawson, baseline jumper. Huffman with the offensive board. Foul going to go against Collins. So Huffman now with 7 rebounds. She's tied with Gray for a game high. Thomas, Gawley, and Avery Collins all have 4 rebounds to lead Indiana Tech. Ryan Moore and Taylor Covington back in. Gawley and Ritchie taking a breather. Asher, and bumped and coughs that one up. Cruz going the other direction, and a blocking foul going to go against Lawson.
Racer foul on number 10, Lee Lawson. Her second, team second of the quarter.
Lawson, that's her second and the team second for number 10. Lawson sitting with 6 points on 3 of 9 shooting and 2 steals. As Ryan Moore picks up her 8th point of the game. Covington, her 3rd assist of the game. 13-point advantage, the largest lead of the game here for the Warriors. Lawson, the floater, no good. As Cruz, that pass just a little bit behind Jacqueline Cruz. She had momentum to get to the cup. Foul's going to go against Huffman. That should be her 3rd. No, it's going to be her 2nd and the team's 3rd. Be Taylor Covington to inbound it here for the Warriors. Watch the inbounder. Always the most dangerous player on that play, but Cruz is wide open for 3. Just a bit long on the three-pointer. Jacqueline Cruz, a 21% three-point shooter on the season, hitting 3 of 14. Media timeout here at 4:53. You're watching Indiana Tech women's basketball powered by Summit City Sports.
As an adult going back to school, there's a lot to factor in. I have a family, I was working 60 hours a week. Finding time to get a degree was challenging. The flexibility of online classes at Indiana Tech made it possible. I'd tell anyone looking to further their education to look into Indiana Tech.
Welcome back to the Schaefer Center. 13-point advantage for the Warriors. Check out that pick by Jaden Gawley. At the last second there, she just shifts about a foot to her right, and that gives Madison Weiss the angle she needs. Madison wide open there on the wing and nails the three-pointer. Madison Weiss now 2 of 4 from beyond the arc, sitting with 8 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 1 steal in 13 minutes played. For Madison Weiss, she wears number 2. She's a junior out of Albion, Indiana. That's Gray with the defense on Moore. Taylor Covington, how was she left all alone? Scouting report as Ava Smith gets the rebound and is fouled.
Razor foul on 11, Sanaya Gray.
Sanaya Gray going to be called with the foul. That'll be her 2nd and the team's 4th.
That's the line for the Warriors, 25, Ava Smith.
Smith at the free throw line where she's a 60% free throw shooter, hitting 12 of 20 on the season. Nails it. Indiana Tech now 4 of 6 from the free throw line. 3 of 5. Now 3 of 6. 14-point advantage, largest lead of the game for the Warriors. Charging foul going to go against the freshman, Brooke Asher.
Razor foul on number 4, Brooke Asher, her 4th.
For Brooke, that's her 4th foul. She's the only player in this game with 4. Larimore is going to check in for Asher. That should move Liv Thompson over to point guard. Moore, nice lob pass over to Covington. Even Larimore's got some quicks over there with the defense. It's a quick defensive team here are the Racers. Moore, good hop. And the 10-foot jumper is no good. That's Huffman with the board. Huffman, who's got a season high of 22 rebounds this year. She's done that twice. Step through on the Euro there. No good by Thompson. Weiss. Covington had that shot too, as Ava Smith had the good cover. Thompson pulls out the rebound for the Warriors. That's her first rebound of the game, everybody. Just inside the elbow. No good by Lawson. Collins with the rebound. Indiana Tech just a 1 rebound advantage over UNOH, 24-23. And that is a stat category that's usually dominated by the Warriors. Larimore, Thompson, they're forcing her to her left. That time the long jumper no good. That's Avery Collins for Indiana Tech. Huffman made sure to guard ball on the dribble drive. Now it's Smith on the baseline, was looking for Collins, darting through the lane. Vice left open for 3 and hits it. Foul called on the play. Oh, Madison Vice has just been fantastic in this game. 3-pointer is good. And foul going to go against Liv Thompson.
Before Gabby Ritchie, number 21, Jen Gully, check into the Warrior lineup.
So Ritchie and Gully checking back in.
The racer foul was on number 3, Liv Thompson, her first.
So Vice, I thought they counted the bucket there. They did not count the bucket. So, yeah, Tech is in the bonus. They get 2 shots. And I think they're going to see if the foul happened before the shot. So either way, the Warriors are going to have somebody at the free throw line. Be much better if Madison Vice gets the 3, then looks to complete the 4-point play. They do have the 3 points on the board. Let's take another look on the Warrior replay.
0, Ryan Moore will be shooting 2.
So they're saying Moore is going to be shooting 2. So that's Smith. You can see how wide open Vice is. It's hard to tell when the whistle blew. Guys, I'm going to replay this one. We're going to override the audio, see if you guys can hear the whistle. It's Avery Collins for Indiana Tech. Huffman made sure to guard ball on the dribble drive. Now it's Smith on the baseline, was looking for Collins, darting through the lane. Vice left open for 3 and hits it. Foul called. Yeah, everybody, you can see the foul right there. We'll run it back one more time. That was Ryan Moore up there with the pick. That pick actually helped Vice get wide open. You can see Moore right there at the elbow. There's the pick. And continuing to run through it is Thompson. So the 3-pointer is good. And now Moore's heading to the free throw line to shoot 2. Via the bonus.
Ryan Moore at the line, shooting 2.
First one is no good. Ryan now 2 of 5 from the charity stripe. Entering today, hitting 57 of 86, a 66% shooter. Second one, no good as well. Absolutely freezing outside here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. We've had single digits for about a week. Should last for about the rest of the week. Ray with the mid-range jumper. She's now sitting with 4 points. Golly up top. Covington, beautiful hesitation dribble right there. Contested 3-on-1 advantage, Taylor Covington. Approaching 2 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Thompson on the right hand dribble drive. Vice doing a good job of staying in front of her. Good help defense by Jaden Gawley. They'll say that was last touch by Gawley. Possession to stay with UNOH. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Be Thompson to inbound it. Huffman gives it back. She was looking for the corner three. Vice quickly gets back on defense. Look at the quick hands by Vice. Gawley now back over to Huffman. And Thompson's three-pointer left short. Larimore with the offensive rebound over the back of Gabby Ritchie. And they're calling the blocking foul on Ritchie. I mean, that definitely was a big collision. So we'll watch it again on the Warrior replay. To inbound it is going to be Lawson here for UNOH. They did call the foul on Ritchie on that one. Lawson gets it into Gray. And double dribble. One of the best basketball games of all time. Double dribble featuring Philadelphia, Los Angeles, Chicago, and New York. 45-28 your score. 1:37 on the clock here in this third quarter. Taylor Covington, the baseline jumper is no good. Indiana Tech winners of 5 straight. The last loss came over the break at Taylor University, who was receiving votes at the time in the NAIA coaches top 25 poll. Poll number 4 is out now, and Indiana Tech drops 2 spots to number 24 from 22. Remember, folks, Asher has 4 fouls in this game. She's back on the floor for the Racers. Lawson inside the arc, no good. Vice with the board. About 1 minute left to play here in the third. Moore, beautiful find at Jaden Gawley.
From Ryan Moore.
Gawley now sitting with 6 points. How about that assist by Ryan Moore? That's her third. Love that pass right there. More to come here in the next 2 seasons with those two. Huffman, good bounce pass. And wow, nice take to the rim by Liv Thompson. Remember, folks, UNOH playing without J.C. Allen, who last year was the newcomer of the year, made the all-defensive team, and was first-team all-conference. Both she and Lawson were first-team all-conference a year ago. Got about a 5-second difference here between the game clock and shot clock. Covington being picked up by Thompson. Now it's 6 seconds as Thompson hits the floor off that pick by Gawley. And foul going to go against Huffman. That foul happens with 1 second on the shot clock.
Western Ohio foul on 40, Lori Huffman.
To be honest with you, though, if Huffman doesn't come up with the foul, Moore would have got that pass to Gawley, and that would have been an easy 2.
At the line for the Warriors, 0, Ryan Moore.
So Ryan Moore back to the charity stripe for the 4th time in this game. She's currently 2 of 6. Boy, today's the type of day where you want to get to the gym about 30 minutes early to help with that bone freeze. Took me about 45 minutes to warm up. Now UNOH, pretty much directly west of us. I'm sure they're enjoying the same beautiful weather. UNOH, one of 3 teams out of Ohio in the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference. Only 1 team from Indiana. I know what you guys are thinking, why they call it Wolverine Hoosier when there's 3 from Ohio, 1 from Indiana, and the rest are from Michigan. Well, what could you call the conference? I mean, the obvious name would be the Great Lakes Conference. Of course, Division II does have a Great Lakes Conference. That's a conference that UIndy's in. But we're NAIA. I don't think they'd try to sue you for taking a conference name. Hey, let's take a look at this pass, though, while we got this timeout. The Warriors here always passing up good shots for great shots. That's Ryan Moore right there and has the lob to a dart and Jaden Gawley. These two are kind of linked together not only as teammates with the Warriors, but both made the all-newcomer team last year as freshmen. So Gabby Ritchie heading to the free throw line. Her first trip in today's game. She's currently 1 of 5 from the field, sitting with 3 points. 1 of 5 from beyond the arc. We're checking out the replay cam over here on the scores table. Ritchie going to check out of this game. Avery Collins in.
Moore is at the line for the Warriors, shooting 2.
Once again, it is Ryan Moore at the free throw line. First one is good. Ryan trying to make both of these to get to 50% in this game. Remember, folks, the men will follow about 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one. UNOH versus Indiana Tech, 4 seconds. See if they can get a shot off with Liv Thompson. The leaner from beyond the arc, no good. UNOH wanting a foul there, none to be had. 49-30, largest lead of the game here for Indiana Tech as we enter the fourth quarter after this quick break.
Getting a degree is about timing and what's important to you. For me, it was after I was married with 2 kids. It was a busy time, but the flexibility of online classes at Indiana Tech worked for my life. Indiana Tech was everything I needed it to be right when I needed it.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a Warrior.
I got my bachelor's degree at Indiana Tech. It was an easy choice when choosing where to get my master's degree too. The flexibility of online classes allowed me to go back to school while still building my career, and the professors were always there to make sure I was successful.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, how about this play right here by Taylor Covington? Coming off the curl here. Little hesitation, gets free. 1 on 3 right there through contact, finishes. Taylor Covington shooting 41% from the field on the season. As we start the fourth quarter of play for UNOH, their last lead in this game was at the 4:23 mark. In the second quarter, they were up 22-21. Lawson's floater, no good. Now the outlet pass to Ryan Moore. That's no good. That was Larimore trailing with the defense. Thompson over the timeline. Asher on the floor right there with 4 fouls. Gray set to check back in for UNOH. Asher. Madison Weiss doing a great job on the floor with defense all night long. Thompson. She was sandwiched between Thomas and Moore. Durbin Thomas going to be called with the foul.
Durbin Thomas. Her second, team's first of the quarter.
For Thomas, her second foul, team's first.
Number 11, Sanaya Gray checks back into the Northwestern Ohio lineup.
Gray checking in for Larimore. Larimore has played some good minutes today. 11 minutes, 3 rebounds, 1 of 1 from the field. UNOH now with 16 turnovers, just 6 for the Warriors. That time a steal by Lawson. And great job there by Taylor Covington, acting like she was going to go up hard with the defense and then pulled away at the last second.
Foul on number 10, Lee Lawson.
Lawson called with another foul. That'll be her third.
Team's first of the quarter.
That is the 14th foul for UNOH in this game. 8 for Tech currently. Asher with the defense on Thomas. It's like a 3-2 zone from the 15-foot mark. Out of the corner, Thomas for 3.
Thomas for
Durbin Thomas now 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. For the conference's leading three-point percentage shooter, Durbin Thomas. Asher tried to keep that one alive right to Covington. 3-on-2, Warriors have numbers. Beautiful find to Jaden Gawley. How does Taylor Covington do it? Some of her passes, we showed you the beautiful pass from earlier on.
Northwestern Ohio, a 30-second timeout.
UNOH with a 30-second timeout. Out of the corner right there. That's Durbin Thomas, everybody. Durbin Thomas, a junior. Mahoma, Illinois. She goes 5'6". Hitting 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. And moments later, Asher trying to save that ball, goes right over to Covington. Taylor not slowing up there, drawing both defenders until she could get that look. Take another look at this pass right here. Let's slow it down. Remember, in those tight quarters, the bounce pass is the best way to go. But that one right there was just flipped with the fingertips. And Taylor Covington, the basketball IQ there, 3-time first-team all-conference performer. Was on the all-defensive team last year and was the conference player of the year, Taylor Covington. The defensive player of the year was Genevieve Decker last year from Indiana Tech. Love that pass, though, by Covington. The one in the first quarter was like a skip pass that just weaved its way between defenders. Just beyond the outstretched arm, I believe it was Lawson. Asher regains control. That's Huffman. Boy, you'd like to see more shot attempts by Huffman. She's currently 2 of 2 in this game. Huffman's already got 10 rebounds. Remember, she averages 10 rebounds on the season. Jaden Gawley also averaging over 10 rebounds. Huffman's at 12.2. Huffman with the pick. Gray. Beautiful mid-range jumper. Shania Gray. Lawson.
Correction, Shania Gray.
No, it was Gray. I got tripped up there by the PA announcer. Sometimes you got to trust yourself. Gray's easy to pick out with the pigtails. Cruz looking for Weiss in the corner, and why not? Madison Weiss currently 3 of 5 from three-point land. It'll be Jacqueline Cruz now to inbound it. 3-ball. Covington rims it in.
4-3.
Taylor now with a game high 15 points in this one. Lawson. Top of the key 3-ball hits the side of the backboard. Just wide left, I guess you could say. Well, the Warriors are looking for Weiss anytime she's just a little bit open there on the perimeter. She's got the hot hand, but so too does Durbin Thomas. Lobbing it into Cruz. Oh, has it blocked by Gray. Gray, her third block in this game. Trey out of the corner, no good. Just a little bit too strong by Covington. I believe that was last touch by Liv Thompson. Shania Gray now with 3 blocks. Jaden Gawley has 2 blocks to lead Indiana Tech. Covington, the no-look pass into Cruz. It is hard to drive on this UNOH team with Gray and Huffman down on the block. Lawson's defense is outstanding as well. Look at that catch and shoot by Jacqueline Cruz. Thing of beauty. That's Gray. As Huffman sinks down to the block, Moore's got the defense. And Lawson called with the travel. Boy, you would think with all that space right there, Lawson keeps thinking she's going to get a seam, but the Warrior defenders are just too quick on their feet. Plus, that was 3 defenders on Lawson on that play right there. Moore, you can see, oh, look at that step back. Taylor Covington, holy moly, that jab step, then step back. Boy, did she free up some space. Lawson, deep 3 ball, no good. Huffman with the offensive board, she's got 11. Putback's good.
Count the basket by Lori Huffman.
Well, Lori Huffman, she will definitely be in contention for the all-newcomer team. I mean, Huffman entering today a 43% shooter from the field. She's actually 3 of 3 in this game with 11 rebounds. The free throw's no good. That was Ryan Moore with the board. Huffman, a 69% free throw shooter on the season. Cruz. Thomas working off that pick. That was supposed to be a pick and roll to Moore. Still would have been tough there as Huffman was waiting with the defense. Good job by Cruz.
Jacqueline Cruz from Ryan Moore.
Gray thought she was going to go up on the left side of the rim. Cruz opted for the reverse. Asher. Now Lawson switches to the right hand, floats it in. Lawson now with 8 points on 4 of 18 shooting. So for Lawson, under her field goal percentage average on the season. Foul goes against number 4.
Racer foul on number 3, Liv Thompson.
Excuse me, it's going to go on.
Her second, team second.
Liv Thompson, number 3.
Enters the lineup for the Warriors.
Gabby Ritchie in for Durbin Thomas. Covington gets it into Cruz. Asher, that was almost a no look, getting her hand in the passing lane. It's going to result in a jump ball. And no timeout's going to be called by head coach Jesse Biggs before we can get to that jump ball. So possession will stay. Possession will stay with Indiana Tech. Boy, we've had some good plays here. I've been capturing replays. My finger's getting tired.
And number 23, Kayla Larimore.
Take a look at this one right here. As Larimore checks in for UNOH. Look at Taylor Covington right there. A little bit of contact as both players were heading towards the bucket. But that hard step back right there by Covington got her the separation of about 6 feet. Another nice pass right here. In those close quarters, they always say the bounce pass is most safe. That's Durbin Thomas to Jacqueline Cruz. Cruz with the quick hands right there. The catch and shoot. 4:19 remaining. Covington. Good pick by Cruz as she's calling for it and gets it.
Jacqueline Cruz from Taylor.
Beautiful
Covington.
connection there with Cruz and Covington. Down on the floor, that's a new player in for UNOH as she hits the 3.
Three-point basket by Morgan Rose.
That is Morgan Rose, a sophomore at 5'7". She's out of Huber Heights, Ohio. Every player on the team is from Ohio except for Jalen Washington. As Madison Bice continues her hot shooting ways. Jordan Washington's from Santan Valley, Arizona. Asher sitting with 4 fouls. Has Gray. Mid-range jumper halfway down, no good. Larimore has it swiped away by Cruz. 19 seconds on the shot clock.
Avery Collins checks back into the Indiana Tech lineup.
Collins checking in for Covington. Durbin Thomas going to check in for Vice.
11, Durbin Thomas.
Joining Richie, Cruz, and Moore. Inbounds pass to Asher. Lawson on the left-handed take, switches to the right, gets it to go off glass. That was a nicely contested shot by Avery Collins. But Lawson, who's the conference leading scorer, gets it to fall. Cruz now on the near wing. Durbin Thomas having another heck of a game from three-point land. Thomas 3 of 4 from beyond the arc, sitting with 9 points. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Avery Collins, 3-ball! Nothing but the bottom of the net. Indiana Tech now 12 of 28, shooting well above their season average at 43%. In case you're wondering, Indiana Tech checking in, shooting 32% from beyond the arc. A 30-point advantage now for the Warriors. You know, UNOH held the lead much of the first and second quarter. Was Indiana Tech getting the lead towards the end of the second quarter on a nice little run that they put together. Ended up being an 8-0 run to end the quarter. And it's been all Indiana Tech in the second half. Bunch of new players checking into the lineup. One of those being number 32, Kiera Lovelace. She's a 6-foot redshirt freshman. Maddie Mueller, number 22, also into the game. Avery Collins just got pushed out of that scrum. And gets the feed. Beautiful shot by Avery Collins. Lawson. No good on the mid-range. That was Mueller with the rebound. Cruz on the near wing. And a nice find to Avery Collins. The assist going to number 20, Sydney Kessler. Kessler, only a freshman. And boy, you want to talk about impressive.
Timeout Warriors, a full timeout.
Sydney Kessler, every single time
Number 12, Cooper Stone.
she gets
Number
into this
24,
game.
Jake Carnahan.
We got a full timeout taken by Indiana Tech. We'll be right back after this quick break.
As an adult going back to school, there's a lot to factor in. I have a family, I was working 60 hours a week. Finding time to get a degree was challenging. The flexibility of online classes at Indiana Tech made it possible. I'd tell anyone looking to further their education to look into Indiana Tech.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, how about this pass by the freshman, Sydney Kessler, 5'8" true freshman from Butler, Indiana, playing for the Eastside Blazers. And I'm telling you, Kessler is impressive every single time she steps on the floor. She is going to be needed big time next year to help fill that void left by Taylor Covington when she graduates. Kessler, who averages 5.3 minutes played per game, shoots 53% from the field, hitting 8 of 15. She shoots 67% from beyond the arc, hitting 4 of 6. She's hit 3 of 4 free throws. That's good enough for 75% from the charity stripe. She averages a rebound a game, has 4 assists, only 1 turnover, and 3 steals, averaging 3.3 points per game. Now the refs are coming over to the table here. Must have been a foul here on the play. We'll see if we can see it in the super slow-mo. That's Avery Collins. Maybe they're trying to reset the game clock. Largest lead of the game, 34 points here for the Warriors. My goodness. Avery Collins is now 3 of 3 from the field. She's got 7 points with 7 rebounds. Holy moly. That one snuck up on me. Avery Collins is leading the team with 7 rebounds. She's vying for player of the game honors in 16 minutes played. Taylor Covington finishing with 17 points. That's a game high. 7 of 17 from the field, 3 of 11 from three-point. 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal for Covington. Taylor entering today ranks number 4 in the WAC with 77 assists on the season. I guess we got everything figured out, the scoring table. Scoop shot, as good as it falls.
Brooke Asher.
That's Brooke Asher, who's been playing with 4 fouls for the last quarter. On the other end, Mueller. Maddie Mueller with her first 2 points. Mueller entering today averages 1.4 points per game, 5 minutes played per game. Mueller bringing it up, intended for Kessler. And Lawson was right there. Looks like she easily should have come up with the steal. Kessler doing a great job wrestling that ball away from Lawson. That's number 20, Sydney Kessler. Remember that name, everybody. Cooper Stone on the floor, number 12. She's a redshirt freshman from Danville, Indiana. Stone down on the block. Right-handed hook shot, no good, as Gray comes out with the board. That's Rose. This possession's going to stay with UNOH. Rose does have 3 points in this game. Her only attempt she made from three-point. Now it's Ashler. A nice shot off glass. Brooke Asher going to finish this game with 8 points. And that is going to do it, everybody. A final from the Schaefer Center. Warriors win it 77-45.
Northwestern Ohio, 45.
Folks, we're going to give the player of the game to Avery Collins, doing what she needs to do. In 16 minutes played, she scores 7 points, going a perfect 3 of 3 from the field with 7 rebounds. Indiana Tech as a team shooting 48% from the field and 43% from beyond the arc. Great job there, besting their season averages of 46% from the field and 32% from three-point land. Avery Collins leading the team with 7 rebounds in this game. Moore finishing with 10 points, 14 for Vice, 17 for Covington, 9 for Thomas, 8 for Galley, 3 for Ritchie, 6 for Cruz, 2 for Mueller, 7 for Collins, and 1 for Ava Smith. For UNOH, Thompson with 9 points, 8 for Asher, Lawson with 10, Gray with 6, Huffman with 6, 3 for Larimore, 3 for Rose. UNOH shooting 40% from the field, 25% from beyond the arc, and going 0 of 4 from the free throw line. Stay with us, everybody. We're going to end this broadcast and start up the men's broadcast. We'll have that game for you in 25 minutes.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior.
Indiana Tech wasn't just where I got my bachelor's degree. It was where I met my wife and formed a network that helped me get an internship that turned into my first job after graduation. It was an easy decision when choosing where to get my master's degree too. The flexibility of online classes allowed me to go back to school while still building my career. And the professors were always there to make sure I was successful. If someone asks me, why Indiana Tech? I'll say, why not?
Want to know what it means to be a warrior? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and walk a mile in a warrior's shoes.
I already had an associate degree, but I always knew I wanted to earn my bachelor's. Indiana Tech made it possible, even while I was juggling life and working a full-time job. The flexibility of online classes was great, and the professors were always there to help. The connections I made along the way still influence and inspire me in my everyday work. I'd tell anyone thinking about college to enroll in Indiana Tech today. It's one of the best decisions I made, and I'll be going back to earn my master's too.
Tech goes by many names. Business, fine art, forensic science. Some think it's just technical. But really, tech means everything. Scholarships, internships, championships. It's professors who make time for you one-on-one. It's putting everything on the line. It can be fierce. It can be fascinating. It can be awesome. Most important, it's believing in yourself and what you have to offer the world. Because at Indiana Tech, warriors are prepared to lead a significant life.
Well, there's quite a few things I think that I enjoyed about the program. I love learning. To me, it's just like a lifelong journey. Definitely, I enjoyed interacting with the faculty and staff. I am so happy and thankful to be at Indiana Tech and go through the Global Leadership Program. I would definitely do it again. Definitely made me a better person.
Getting a degree is about timing and what's important to you. I'd found a role I was excited about, but I knew in order to set myself apart, I needed to further my education. For me, life was already happening. I was married with 2 kids. I had a manager who had gone to Indiana Tech and had great things to say about it. The flexibility of online classes was great, and the instructors were really supportive. Indiana Tech was everything I needed it to be, right when I needed it.
What's Indiana Tech all about? It's about getting involved and one-on-one interaction. It's about knowing you can afford it and that it will be worth everything in the end. It's about turning your passions into your purpose. And most of all, it's about being a part of it. What are you waiting for? Go for it.
The online class portion of this PhD was extremely enticing because I do work full-time, I teach on the side of that, and I have a family. So the idea of having